Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to pick from where we left in the previous tutorial. If you have not watched the previous tutorial, I'm going to leave the link to the tutorial in the comment section below. So, and before we proceed, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. And also please remember to like the video for YouTube algorithm purposes. So thank you. So in this tutorial we are going to create our first component in React.js, and so far we have done a lot, but in the previous tutorial we did not delete this line of code even after deleting the elements from the boilerplate. So we need to delete them. We also need to delete this one because we do not need it in this tutorial. So after doing some cleanup here and saving the file, then we need to come to the src folder, highlight it, then come to the new folder icon, hit it, and create our folder known as components. This is the folder that we are going to use to store all our components. So it is an important folder. So after creating the folder, next we need to create Navbar, because normally it is among the most important components in every website. So we come to the file icon here, then we create our Navbar, Navbar.jsx. This is the file that we are going to use to create the Navbar. We also need to create a CSS file for the Navbar. So Navbar.css. In order to improve our productivity in generating the components, I would encourage you to install an extension known as ES7. It's a good extension. I have already installed it, so I do not need to uninstall it. If you have not installed it, please consider installing it, because I'm going to show you how to use it to improve your productivity in React.js. This is our Navbar component. So in order to create our boilerplate, I will just simply type RAF out of the extension that we have installed. Then we are going to select RAFCE, hit enter, and boom, it has generated the boilerplate for us. We do not have to go through the process of writing all these lines of code. The extension has done that for us. Next, we need to import the CSS file that we created here so that we can use it in styling. So import Navbar. Then we can proceed with creating our components in the Navbar component. So we can start by calling this class, creating a class name. In React.js we have class names, not classes, because class is a keyword in React. So we can call this Navbar. So this is going to be our class in this component. Next, we can create two divs. We are going to have two divs. So this one can be the class name. We can call it left. Then we can create another one here and call it right, because we are going to have two divs in our Navbar. Next, we can simply type something here. Simply type something that you can use to see what you're doing. And because we have not started our program, so we need to start it right away. So we have, in my case, I'm going to cd to the frontend and to the Vite folders, cd into front end, next cd into Vite project, then type npm run dev, hit enter. This is going to start the program for us, and we can save what we have done so far. As we wait for the program to start running, we can proceed with some few other things here. We can style everything that we have in our CSS. We want the padding to be a padding of 0, padding 0, and a margin of 0. So we can now copy the link, open the browser and paste the link here, hit enter, so that we can generate, we can see what we are doing. So this is what we are doing. Next, we need to import our component, that is the Navbar component, into the app.js. So here we can press our Navbar here, Navbar, and simply select this one. It will simply import the Navbar for us. It has imported it here, so we don't need to do anything about it. So it has simply imported that Navbar, so we can save, and then we can have a look at here it is. So this is where we get our first elements. This is what we have typed here. So these are the L and R that we have typed here. This we can see them here. So let's continue with what we have done by deleting all that we do not need. And maybe on the left div we can have a span, which we are going to use to maybe like have a logo or something like a brand name like Tet Kamane. We are also going to in the right div. So in this div we can have an ordered list. In this unordered list we are going to have a list of items, maybe like home page. We can have about 4 of them. We can have products, and we can have sign in and sign out. Then we can simply save, and here they are. So then next we have to do some styling to the Navbar, and we are going to do it in the CSS file that we imported here. This is the one that we are going to do. So in this, so we have our first element, the first class name is Navbar. So this is what we are going to have on top. So Navbar. So we can display flex, save, yes. Next we can justify content, space between, align items center, save. So this is the space between. This is the one responsible for, it has pushed every element to the farthest corner. Next we have our left class, and because we want the left and the Navbar, we want the left div to be a bit smaller than the right one, so we can give this one a flex maybe of 1, and next we can have a dot. Maybe for the right one we can have a flex of 2, flex 2. Let's save and see what happens. Yes, you can see that the left hand side, the left div is relatively smaller than the right one, so we can proceed. So for the left one Maybe we can give this, the Navbar, a background color, so that we can see what we are doing. A background color maybe of black. I think black would be good. So that is it. Because of that, then the color of our everything that we are going to write in this component should be something like white. I think white would be good. So save, so we can see what we have here. So we have our element there. Maybe we can continue the styling. Maybe we want to delete the bullets here. Maybe we can come to write URL list style none. So we have deleted them. Next we can style these elements in line format. So the light URL li display inline. You can style them the way you want, but in my case of I want them to be in a line. Maybe we can give our navbar a height of 8. We can give it a height of approximately 50 pixels. Let me see. Yes, I think that one would be good. So we can continue with the styling. Next we can so this is what we have, and I want to push these elements to the farthest corner here. So I'm going to onto our right div, then I'm going to have, let me start by displaying flex, display flex. Next we can justify content to the flex head because we want to have it to the farthest head. Then that's what we have done here. This is what we have done, and because it is squished to the end, maybe we can give we can have or on our left we can have a margin left of 30 pixels. That will simply push the elements on the left div a bit. This is what it has done. We have a margin of 30 pixels here. We want to add another one on the right hand side, so we are going to come to the right div. So we are going to have a margin. In this case, it is going to be a margin right of 30 pixels. So this is what we have now. At least they are not squeezed to the farthest edge. And now we want to do some to give them some space in between here. So we can have a gap. Let's see if a gap will do. A gap of 20 pixels. So the gap that we inserted here did not work, so we can simply delete it. And now we can try another method. So in our right hand, the li elements, we can have a margin left, maybe margin left of 10 pixels. Save. And now it has we have some space in between. You can increase it the way you want, however you want it. So this is how you go about styling in CSS. You try the different methods until the one works the way you want. So thank you for watching, and please remember to like the video and to subscribe to the channel so that I can update you once I release the next video. In the next video, I hope I'm going to maybe to create a footer. We can have a footer here, and as well we can have a sidebar. So let me know in the comment section below which of the two you'd want to see next. Thank you for watching.